All right, and then you went to Ethiopia? Why'd you go there?
Obviously, we've got that Fair Fight Foundation, and we partner with the Guardian program, which has Jiu Jitsu schools all around the world for sort of kids that wouldn't have access to those programs. We're in Peru, and with the Guardian guys, because we're building a school out there in Peru. And one of the guys in Ethiopia that runs the Guardian program there, Koda, one of the guys at Guardian, got me to send a video message to him, and I just winged it, and I was like, "What's up, Lake? I'm coming to Ethiopia. I'm training on those concrete mats, brother. I'll see you soon."
Imagine being a street kid in a country where most of the necessities are not provided for like the regular person. You don't have an ID, so you can't go to any government places and get service for anything. There is no health coverage, nobody's going to take care of you.
So I thought it would be better if we can bring them here, get them away from all the misery for a couple of hours at the gym. They can just be kids at the gym. Maybe they can see a light at the end of the tunnel, that they can be someone with their life. They can do something with their lives.
In terms of Ethiopia, can you give me an idea of what amount of kids would live under conditions where they wouldn't be able to afford to take a jiu-jitsu class?
They can't afford food, they can't afford a uniform, anything that a kid might need, like the necessities. So.
And you were telling me about the kids that get sent to the city, or basically a pimp style character tricks the parents and the tribes to get their kid to the city. Some of the kids you see in the Addis Ababa Guardian Ethiopia program come from down here in the south. Kids as young as 3 to 4 are either sent to the big city, or people come down here and kind of poach them with false promises that they're going to take care of them and send money back to the family here. And they really have no opportunities provided to them that they were promised. So we went out to the Omo Valley, we saw the Hammer tribe, and what stood out to me out there is just how tough life is, especially for the women. I see the women carrying water, looks like miles and miles every day in the blistering heat. A lot of the kids are living in unhygienic conditions. The parents are struggling to get by and support the kids. They have all sorts of traditional ceremonies that have their cultural roots, but to us look pretty barbaric. Like one of the tribes was speaking about the genital mutilation, and they called it circumcision for the females and the men, which seems pretty insane by my standards, which seemed terrifying to the kids that would be waiting and knowing what's coming to them. The whipping ceremony was very hard to watch because the girls wanted to be whipped, so a lot of the girls would try and find a branch, and then if it wasn't thick enough, the guy would throw it away in kind of a condescending way, and the girl would be very upset about that, and then they wanted to show that they could handle the pain. And they did have a pretty good poker face, but these scars were coming up, looked like something out of a slavery documentary or something, and you would see open wounds, and the older women would have many scars, and just to see that life is very surreal, because I guess that's where the sort of the origins of all humanity really comes from here in Africa. So, and then to know that some of the kids escaped that life, thinking they were coming to Addis for a better life, but that really doesn't occur. They just get taken advantage of in different ways. Mulu is one of the kids in the Guardian Ethiopia program that Lake looks after. He's actually currently homeless. Can I ask him if his mom was always homeless or something happened in their life?
Because of the war, they displaced the artist, and that's how the whole thing happened. And then he says it keeps him disciplined and it keeps him busy on the daytimes.
But there's no school? How long until you can beat up Lake?
He said soon.
Soon, yeah, I agree. The first Ethiopian champion. Dougie, tell us about your story about why you started Jiu Jitsu, what you love about Jiu Jitsu, and from what I understand, you suffered some bullying. Could you talk a little bit about that?
ምን ያረጉኛል? ብዙ ጊዜ ወደ ሽንት ቤት ነው የሚወስዱኝ። ተሰብስበው ብዙ ናቸው፣ ብቻቸውን አይደሉም። ብዙ ጊዜ ወደ ሽንት ቤት ይወስዱኝና የሆነ ሳላስበው የምትያሳርፉብኛል። ሁሉም ደግሞ ነው እንትን የሚሉት እና ይሄ ማይሆን ስድብ እናት እንደዚህ ትሆን ምናምን ማይሆን ስድቦችን ይሰድቡኝ ነበር። አሁን ላይ ያው ጂምም ቦዲ ስላለኝ ያው የማክበር ነገር አላቸው እና የሚሚውም ጠቅሙኛል። የተለያዩ ዛቻም ስለሚደርስብኝ ያው ከባድ ነው የሚሆነው።
Personally, like again, we all train selfishly for the same reasons. Once you start beating your friends at this sport, you are invested in it because you want to remain better than them. And the problem with your time outside of the mats is to maximize how good you are in here. You need to have healthy habits. Get your sleep, no partying, you know, practice, like study your jiu-jitsu at home. So all the things that make you healthier out there actually improve your abilities in here. And your goal should be to be the best guy in your gym before you tackle your city, your state, your country, and then international circuit. So, I mean, there's still got to be a friendly competition in here, and the only way to get good is to maximize, to catch up to the other people in the gym by doing more than they do. No matter what problems you have out there, while you're in here fighting for your life or trying to kill your friends, you're not too concerned about what's happening out there, and you feel better after class. I guess the same benefits of pursuing the jiu-jitsu lifestyle applies to across the board to all countries, wealth, levels of wealth, or I guess religion and stuff. Like, even though there was just a tiny bit of mat space and kids were drilling on concrete and stuff, you could already see the benefits psychologically and physically for the kids. And now the mat space has increased thanks to Guardian. There's going to be just more and more of those kids to be able to participate at the same time. But I think those benefits, yeah, go across the board. The same benefits I drew when I was 15 doing jiu-jitsu feels very similar here.
The first gi goes to now.
A gi was not something imaginable. It might be like a thing that people can buy and then use it whenever they want. They have access to it. But here, you can't get a gi anywhere. You don't even think about a gi. So that's why we've been training in regular clothes with the kids. And then when they go out, they wear the same stuff they've been training on and then go home. So when Shoiro sent us those gis, they were over the moon, and we're going to be forever grateful for Shairol for giving us this amazing opportunity for the kids and then feel like they belong to the Jiu-Jitsu community. It's one of the best things that happened to the kids so far, other than the mats.
So this was basically, we did this in collaboration with our own non-profit, Fair Fight Foundation. Fair Fight, we're really just trying to grow the sport of Jiu-Jitsu. And we think one of the ways to do that is create interesting content to put out there, showing interesting locations and showing people that help contributing to the growth of the sport in those locations. You can see Lake is the Black Gracie of Ethiopia. When you guys watch this at home, I want you to think about what you could potentially do for disadvantaged kids out there looking to get the same escape from life to jiu-jitsu as you might.
This has been like a crazy, bizarre week because I still feel like it's a dream. I still feel like Monday I might come and then the mats might not be here and then we might be back to the old mats. So I'm going to make sure that the mat is here on Monday morning. I'm going to be here early Monday morning and make sure the mats are here and we have the gis too. So it doesn't matter if you become a black belt in Jiu-Jitsu, but then I want you guys to take the things we do here, translate them into your lives and be a good person and then contribute something to your communities. That's the most important thing. Be a good person, be a kind person, and then whenever you can, extend this opportunity you have to others. And then show love and support to everyone you see.
I can teach them discipline as much as I want, but then they're going to go back to the street, so they have to act a certain way to survive, right? I want to be able to have a facility where the kids can stay in, like the kids can live in and train, and then be provided with other skills too. They need to make something out of themselves. I want to have a facility where we have showers, where we can provide food and clothing to the kids, and then a shelter for the kids, everything they might need as a person, and everything they deserve as a kid.